Greetings everybody, welcome to episode 246 of my Journey series. Yes, I really wish I could reach episode 2468 because then, we could call it 2468. But, one can only dream. There's probably a series that long. There has to be, not necessarily of this game, but just anything. Whether it's a podcast, a vlog series, a faction series by the Camping Rusher, there's probably a series that's over 2,000 episodes. I mean, to get to 1,000 would be insane, but to get to 2,000 would just be on another level. Anyway, this is what we're going to be doing this episode. This is, as I said, episode 246. We've got this material. Can you guess what we're doing? Also, I'll show you where we are. We are at these coordinates. You might be able to guess what we're doing. I'll start. Those of you who know my channel will have a reasonable idea to begin with. Some of you may not have any idea though, but yeah, we'll just get it done. And it's a chance to talk as well. So, I've just realised I've forgotten material, one material. So hopefully we'll be able to go and reclaim that. Oh, crumbs, I've just taken away the markers for zeros. Where is it? Here it is. Right here. Let's actually just leave them down. And we'll start with, I guess, an outline. Hopefully this will take an episode and no more. Let's see. I think we're going to clear away that land and fill in a bit over here just so we've got flat ground. I should probably have done that first. You know what, let's turn the sounds down ever so slightly. But yeah, this is episode 246. We're still in 1.6.4 of the series here. And just going to be doing a bit of building. I'm trying to remember what we've done over the last few episodes, and by the last few I'm talking about the last 10. I mean, I know we finished the city at some point, we did that tower. Ever since we finished the city, it's just it's not gone flat for me. It's just, there's been nothing major that I'm working on. I'm the sort of player that relishes the big challenges. I'm not the sort of, I've said that time and time again, but I think my main skill in this game is grind. If I've got to do something, I can focus on my efforts on doing it, no matter how long it takes or, what I necessarily have to go through. So, yeah, I've got nothing like that in the game at the moment. There's no, big dig or, massive city build or an Atalicus, I guess. I'm trying to remember all the... Also, the long lake, that was a pretty big project. Things like that. There was a time in this LP when I was not every day, but every project I did would take a huge, not a day, a huge chunk of time, maybe 2 or 3 days. There was a period of time, not recently. I'm talking about back in say Alpha or something like that. It's become a lot easier recently because of the things like enchants. You don't really appreciate how easy things become because obviously enchant's been out for a long time. We're going to have to cut this tree down, I think. Yeah, enchant's been out for a long time and you just kind of get used to it. Right, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 5 and 5. So that's 5 and 5. We're going to make it go out one more. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get rid of this tree, unfortunately. Not that this tree really means much, but you know what I mean. It's been there. It's one of the older trees. I mean, we've got a lot of older trees around. They don't look that good. They looked alright, and then when jungles came out, they went from alright to meh. I mean, they don't look that good with the jungle leaves, in my opinion. Right, let's just break down a few of these leaves. Hopefully get it to despawn a wee bit quicker. Oh look, we got a jungle sapling. What do you know? A Jedi! What do you know? No, I'm kidding. Right, that Watto line is definitely one of my favourites. There's all these iconic quotes from Star Wars that always pop up. We could grow a jungle tree here, that might be quite cool. Let's just pop that away. Jigs, that sure is taking its sweet time and decaying. Alright, I figured out we've actually placed these in the wrong line. We're supposed to actually place them here. That was a mistake. I'm glad I figured that out now and not like later. So yeah, we're building something around 0, 0. What is it? I usually build stuff around 0, 0, but I've not actually done it, well, until now, until this late stage in the series. I mean, to be fair, I've not really, well, for starters, for most of the series, I didn't know where 0, 0 actually was. Ooh. Do we have a problem? 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. No, that's fine, I just made a slight error of judgment. Or have I? I'm confusing myself here. I'm absolutely confusing myself. Well, that was embarrassing. Couldn't count to 10, but, well, apparently I couldn't count to 6, but I got it sorted. Also, these leaves are definitely not despawning. So weird. I did come over and punch them a bit. Hey, we got another sapling. Another jungle sapling. I have expected it to say oak sapling. Let's see, what does this say? Okay, right, so it's just the leaves that confuse you by showing spruce leaves and calling them oak leaves. Let's have a sleep real quick. Get rid of the mobs. Anyway, we're back on track, thankfully. I thought that was going to take me like an hour or something, but it only took half an hour. Nah, it didn't take that long. It was just a short process. Just occurred to me that you get cocoa beans off of jungle trees. So I'm pretty sure the other episode where I was like, can't remember what one it was, the one we completed the museum, 241 maybe. I was like, oh, we're gonna have to go find a jungle to get cocoa beans, but I had like jungle saplings which I could have used. So that was a bit naive on my part. But there you go, you often forget the most simplest stuff in this game. And that's the beauty of it, you know, there's a lot to know, there's a lot to discover and to remember, really. I mean, it's not too difficult once you get the hang of it, but it's always just small things like, you know, getting cocoa beans off of jungle saplings, or you know, the activator rail crafting recipe, which I always seem to forget. Oh, hello. Let's do that up. Keep forgetting you've got to click twice with slabs. Imagine if you had to break it, like use an axe twice. That would be probably a bit annoying. I think they've got the right system in place for breaking double slabs. Right, here we go. Last row. And I think what we're going to do is, I've got iron bars. You're supposed to bring iron bars. I think what I'll do is just... what do we do at the top? I don't actually know. Right, let's go and pick up some logs. I'm just going to... yeah, make a bit of a staircase here, because why not? Right. Let's get rid of the stone. We went way too overkill on the stone, but that's alright. So the ink... not the ink farm. The what do you call it? The squid farm actually was put to use, which I'm happy about. I actually went there and got some ink sacks so we could use it for this project. Okay. So I think what we do to begin, and I've just realised I've forgotten to bring shears. Darn it, that was something else I meant to go back for. And we don't have any iron lying around, so... well, I mean, why would we? I mean, just in case we needed to make an anvil, I'm sure. Right, so let's just do this. So first of all, we're just going to lay out a layer of black wool. If you think you know what it is, let me know. If you've got no clue, then fair enough, I don't blame you. This is very much what do you call it? It's very much, well, actually no, it's pretty well known. It's iconic. It's iconic for my experience. There we go. That's all we need. That's all the black wool we need. Sort of. That's why we brought way more light screen wool. Now we've got to be very careful here. We've got to be very careful because I don't think we've actually brought enough light screen wool for what I wanted to do. So yeah, we're going to make this entire thing, I was about to say concave, and then I was thinking, is it concave or the other one? Convex? But it's neither, it's hollow, that's the word. Yeah, my grasp of the English language is unparalleled for someone that's, you know, had English as a first language for so long. And by unparalleled, I mean unparalleled in the bad region. Oh, hang on a minute, have I... Oh no, that's fine. Or unparalleled as in no one's as bad as me. Moving on. Anyway, just going to place some stuff over here. So, I'm thinking for the next few episodes we're probably going to do, yeah, a bit of a world tour. I'm going to do, I was thinking about this. I'm thinking it's going to probably take several episodes just because of the amount in the world, and I don't just want it to be a world tour, but I do want it to be an analysis of the experience, because obviously it's not something everyone does. I mean, some people do it. I know there's a fair amount of people that play in older versions, but you know, going through them systematically, maybe there's people out there that do it, but I'm pretty sure most people either play in the most up-to-date version. Most normal people. No, I'm kidding, but most people play in the most up-to-date version, or like their favourite version if you like, or one specific version. Like I saw a forum post, I've just lost count. What are we at? I think we're at 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, I think I saw a forum post on the Reddit Golden Age Minecraft forum, whatever you call it. And it was someone asking about I've probably spoken about this before, but it was someone asking about which old version's best to play in like beta and alpha, and obviously everyone's got their own favourites for a variety of reasons, and it really depends on, you know, what you're looking for. There's a good question. If I was to play in one version that I've played in this series, which one would it be? I'm thinking. See, it definitely wouldn't be any of the like 1.0 to 1.6. I mean, they were fun, don't get me wrong, but they genuinely just felt like, you know, Minecraft but limited, you know, in contrast to Alpha, which did feel a wee bit nostalgic, even though I've got no roots in Alpha. You know, I didn't know about the game in Alpha. I never played it in Alpha before the new launcher came out in 1.6. Yeah, 1.6. Not the new, not the new launcher, but the old launcher. However many launchers there's been. I think there was a launcher before even the one before that one. Anyway, moving on. The point is, I wouldn't do 1.0, or let's just say I wouldn't do beta 1.8 to present. Like, none of those, or all of those feel more limited. Everything before beta 1.8 is definitely in the realm of nostalgia. The thing is, would I do beta 1.7? I mean, beta 1.7 was cool, don't get me wrong, but I felt like there was certain things in it, or certain things that weren't in it, that I would want. Like, even glitches like the extra ores collection, pause, that was pretty cool. What else? So that would take you back to 1.5. I think 1.5 would be a good one. I think I would enjoy 1.5, beta 1.5 that is. Alpha 1.1.2 underscore 01 or 02, whatever we played, and that would also be one of the ones I would like to go for, I think. Just because it's the last update that had the light green grass, but you had a lot of features already in the game, things like the ability to sneak, you had cacti, sugarcane, quite a few blocks. I mean, sure, there was a lot you couldn't do, but oh, hang on, have I gone too far? No, this is it. This is as far as we go. So yeah, I think either beta 1.5 or alpha 1.1.2 would be my favourite updates to go for. I really do like those mountains. You get really nice views from here. And that's the thing, beta 1.5 was definitely the update that surprised me most. Either beta 1.5 or 1.3, I did not expect those to have as much as they did. Oh, actually, speaking of which, we've not actually gone through the updates or the stuff for 1.6. Oh, you can probably tell what it is now. Now I'm down at the bottom. You can probably tell exactly what it is. It's interesting because the other one I made was... It was filled in, like I filled in every single block. But I don't get how I got all the block. I mean, maybe I could fill all this one in. I mean, this is all I've got left. I could always make some more. Right, we're going to take some of that. And we'll take some of that just in case. Cool. Right, now we've got to get up somehow. Right, let's go through some 1.6 changes because I've not done that yet. And we've been in this version for a wee bit of time at least. So I'll not go through blocks because we've already seen those. Items, well, horse armour, horse spawn egg, lead, name tag. Name tags were added in this version, incidentally. I've not actually had the chance of naming anything. Not that I particularly want. I mean, I do it in quite a lot of instances. Let's just place down some of this. Let's get rid of that. Save as many blocks as we can at this point. So yeah, basically anything associated with horses were added. What else do we have? Mobs, horses, yeah, donkeys, we already saw those. Mules, we never got a chance to breed because we didn't have a golden carrot and I was tired of running around like a headless chicken. What else? Gameplay effects. There's an effect called health boost. There's also absorption. Oh, absorption was added. Oh yeah, this was the update where ultra hardcore was added. See, that's the thing. I remember watching the UHC documentary made by Engal, and he was interviewing Good, who started talking about UHC getting added to the game. But here's the thing. I don't think many UHC servers today use vanilla UHC commands. I mean, that's the thing though, you can't do it with commands, which is, I think, important, but I think most people just use plugins or scripts or whatever. I don't know, I could be wrong. It's just whenever I hosted a UHC back in the day, I mean, these days, if I was to host a UHC, I'd probably just use commands, but back in the day, I know Cakecore uses just, I'm pretty sure Cakecore just uses command blocks and everything like that, vanilla commands, but yeah, back in the day, I just used actual plugins, which... It's not a bad thing. You know, either way is not a bad way. I just don't think many people make use of the vanilla feature. Unless it's like a private group or whatever. What else do we have? Saturation. That was a command. Loads of command formats. An attribute system. Yeah, it's all sorts of, like, technical stuff. There's changes. Let's see. Lapis Lazuli has been retextured. Lava now decays properly. Oh wow! Only took you about 4 years or something to get lava right. That was probably one of the most annoying features, was waiting for lava to decay in this playthrough. Definitely 100%, 110%. Anyway, no, I don't know why I'm laughing. So let's see, is that right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got it right. Let's add a roof on, might as well. Which means there's going to be a load of mobs spawning underneath. Could we fill all of that in? Nah, there's no way we can fill all of that in. I know that's kind of cheating. And yeah, little known fact, despite the fact I usually fill in other stuff, I haven't filled in the pillars at the Big Dig. They're still hollow as well. So yeah, next time I say, oh, I'm a real Minecrafter, I fill in stuff, you just remind me that I never filled in, didn't fill in this, and didn't fill in the pillars at the Big Dig. Oh, we've got feather falling, so we should be alright. Alright, first of all, we need to do 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's guessed what it is by now. 1, 2, we do that. I'm trying to copy an image at the moment because, you know, that's just how I roll. I think it's 2 up. Yeah, I think it's 2 up. So 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So we do that. And then, do we go up by 1 or 2? It's hard to tell. I think it's 2. I do think it's 2. And then we do that. Is that it? Have we actually just finished? Let's hop down. There's going to be no MLG this time. And let's see if we have completed the ultimate project. Oh yeah, I've not technically finished my talk on what was added in 1.6, but there was a lot of technical stuff to do with commands and NBT tags and everything like that. Alright, are we ready for the grand reveal? Hey! So yeah, it's the linking point. It's the linking point. I've now built something in both the same thing in both my journal world and my journey world. Apart from the mob system and probably a good many other things. The cactus farm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I build in many worlds, but this is the first kind of like unique thing, and it's in the same coordinates. So if my journal world chunks were rendered into this world, this would be stationary. As you can see, it looks different from the one in my journal world at the minute because of the colour, the changing colour in 1.12. I'm not going to lie, I don't really like how it looks in my journal worlds anymore because of the 1.2. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the 1.12 patch or the colour change. I just didn't like what it did for the creeper statue. I might change it in future. I might not. It really depends on how much it annoys me. I mean, I wouldn't say it annoys me much per se. Right, we need to do one or two things. I need to go and get some iron bars because that's something we need to add. But yeah, there we go. This is a nice way to finish the episode. You thought I was going to say series there. Nah, don't worry. This isn't. It's not the last episode. Not yet, anyway. It's a nice late build to do. Something to link the two worlds. How long have I planned to do this? I wouldn't say I've planned to do it often or for a long time. I mean, remember, I never knew where 0.0 was until like beta or something like that, or was it maybe even alpha 1.2? I don't remember. But yeah, it's looking decent. I do like it. We should get glowstone and put it on top, and we can add carpets on top too to cover them over. Okay, so I tried to mess around with the creeper's face, but I forgot I had this problem in my journal world. Like I shaped it properly, but it looked very weird, so I just put it back to what it was before, and it's fine. It'll do. I'm just going to add a bit of a foundation here. Foundation of stone. I think that's one of the names of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Foundation of stone. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else, but it sounds familiar. Maybe it's something unrelated. Anyway, yeah, so pretty happy with this. Happy we got this build done. I will be honest, I did have plans to do other pixel art, if you can call it pixel art. It's really not pixel art. The reason I did it like this without detail, because I know a creeper's like texture is more detailed than this. The reason I did it like this was A, because I'm lazy, B, because I could be bothered doing more detail. That's kind of tied in with the first one. But also I did it this way in my journal world. Why did I do it like this in my journal world? See reasons 1 and 2. I mean, it looks cool even still. I mean, you can tell what it is. It maybe just doesn't look as authentic. Actually, I'm not sure if it would be possible to detail it as well in this version, because all you've got to work with is... I mean, you do have clay though, that's the thing, but in modern versions it's easier because you got wool, you got clay, you got concrete powder, you got, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I really do rate that. Or 00 monument, and it's I think, wait, is it facing the same way? No, I think it's actually facing the opposite way. Let me think. Yeah, I think it's facing the opposite way. I think the one in my journal world is facing south. Oh no, is the one in my journal world facing north? I can't remember. It's either facing the right way or it's facing the complete opposite way, but I mean, it's facing the direction of my main base, my alpha base, so that's the same as in my journal world. So, there is one common denominator in that regards. Anyway, I am going to call it an end for this episode. Do want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for watching any episode this series. If you've watched any episode, thank you for that. It is very much appreciated, and I will see you when I see you.